Adam. Hi, Natalie. Hi, Lindsay. How are you guys? Hi, everyone. I didn't eat dinner yet. I don't know why it's so delayed. And I'm actually kind of chilly. So, I'll figure it out. How are you all doing? Let me just clean this up. Brr. Hi, Deb. How's everybody? Oh, there's dinner. I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm gonna eat. I just got some soup. Hold on. Sorry about that. It was supposed to come in 20 minutes, and that was at 6:25. So, I'm going to eat that real quick. Aloha. And maybe what we can do in the meantime, I'm going to go grab the box, and we'll pick our subjects for November, because I realized I have to get my calendar done. And if we wait until Friday, then I'm not going to post it until after the weekend, and it's already November. How it crept up on me, right? Oh, this is called matzo ball soup. Did you ever have it? It's like a Jewish soup, and it's basically matzah, the crackers. Oh, damn it! It's still reversed. And Leah's live. I couldn't get her to check anyway. I just remembered. She's been cosplaying um all week, Today she's dressed as an avatar. If you guys go check her out, she's dressed as a blue avatar, or her face is anyway. It's really yummy. It's basically chicken broth, and then they make this matzo ball, like you make the matzo crackers, the Jewish matzo crackers. They make they make a big ball out of it, and they put it in the soup, and it just cooks the soup, and it becomes like super soft. If you guys have never tried it, it's really good when you want something that's not too heavy, and it'll warm your your tummies. Really good. I'm having some matzo ball too, but I have to eat during my life because they said 20 minutes and it wasn't 20 minutes. Bella just woke up. How are you? You nervous? All right, baby. Want a hug? No? Okay. You gonna eat some?
Yeah.
I know. Doesn't he make? I see him make sandwiches. A sandwich is making something. And let's figure out what are we gonna do tonight because I'm not ready to start the baby book. We'll probably start the baby book on Sunday. I'm going back and forth with Claire. She's changed her mind a few times. The size of the book is going to be ginormous, guys. I think this is going to be another huge book. I'm talking huge because she wants to incorporate the entire year. You want me to do ATC? I'm going to do ATCs on Friday though.
This is big enough. Or should I get a bigger one?
Well, it's up to you, honey. That's good for you to hold. You could always refill it. Um, so she wants like she said 3 signatures, 4 months in each signature, a couple of pages per month. Start doing the math in your head because this is what I've been doing all afternoon. I'm sitting here thinking in my head, and she wants to be able to put 4 by 6 pictures in this book. So now the a 12 by 12 paper folded in half only gives you 6 inches, and that's with we're not even including the folding. So that's not big enough. I have to do like bigger paper or something. So I'm thinking I do have a couple of options. One of them is look, a 12 by 12 folded in half is the best I could do for you. However, I do have 12 by 24 paper that I can cut down to like 12 by 15 and get like a, or 12 by 16 even to get, to make it 8 inches wide. Let's look at that. And you know what? I have books on my table, 8 inches wide, and it has to be at least 10 tall. And that's almost like, no, it probably have to be 12 by 8 so it looks like a book and not squarish. No, she's been waiting a long time for this book. And then she added herself, she wants a second book after this. So you want repeat customers, you can't do that. But it is going to be a big book. So, oh, let me go get the box for the topics, and we'll pick the topics, the themes. There's also I also got a turkey club sandwich for me and Larry to share. I'm only gonna eat like one piece of it. There's four, they cut it in fours, so I'll eat that later. Okay. All right, so the month of November. The color is brown for our master board. Hey, Kay. Well, I was wondering where the heck you were. You're late. I haven't eaten. I'm eating while we're doing this. All right. November. So, let me just get the second, the 9th, the 16th, the 23rd, and the 30th. Yep. Color's brown for the master board. Right? And then I'm figuring the weekend of the 30th is Thanksgiving. Okay. So that's the holiday. We do the master board and the month on the same day, right? I don't know why I can't remember this. Master board and month. So we have to pick 3 topics. Okay. I'm trying to get all the little. There's less and less in here. Oh, thanks, Yvonne. It's a skill. All right, our first topic. Ooh, theater. Leah, are you down here? Everything's backwards. What, babe? Everyone sees everything backwards. What are you doing? Oh, can you fix it so it's not backwards? They see everything backwards. Like what's on my right is on my left for them.
This is how it always is.
No, it's not.
This is.
Leah, the words are backwards. They usually see it normal. Adam said hi. Did you fix it? Oh, she fixed it. What did you do? Teach me. All better? Okay, everyone's better now. My right hand, my left hand. She's going. Oh, tell Kevin. She's going to Kevin to see him at work because it's his last day. Everyone says thank you, Leah. Okay. Our next summer in November. I don't know. I'm gonna put that one aside. I don't think I'm feeling that one. Uh-oh. There's one that wrapped itself around my finger. Okay, cooking. That could be fun. Cooking. Is it pink cancer? We just did that one, so we'll skip that one. Is it good? Pearls and lace. I like that. Let me have a piece. Let me see. Leah got pizza from the diner, so I was like, ew, Leah. Do you want a bite of my matzo ball? No summer. I threw it aside. Theater, cooking, pearls and lace, and Thanksgiving. Oh, this is like from Costco.
That's good.
Mm.
I like it.
Oh, I don't like that.
It's good. Maybe
You eat it, yeah.
That's good.
It's
You're
too,
weird.
the bread is too chewy.
I like it.
Do you want a bite? Yes, Carol. Theater, cooking, pearls and lace, and Thanksgiving. Got it? Okay. Those are our themes. I can't believe that. We have one more month to go and then we're done. Hey, Jess. How are you? I'm eating my soup. Hey, Deb. I have a couple of ideas. Well, I'm leaning towards, again, a weekly thing, but there's something that I've been wanting to do and have not had a chance to. And I thought, well, since we dedicated a whole hour or so every Sunday, maybe next year we could do this. And it could be a little bit repetitive, but I've always wanted to have like create a book of samples, examples, ideas. So take a binder and like start with January. And the first thing we're going to do is let's pockets. How many different ways can we make a pocket? And we'll do all kinds of different pockets, all kinds of different pockets. And that'll be the one section. And then the next section, it could be something like um, flip outs, a page that has different flip out ideas that we can come up with, right? The things that we're going to incorporate. Then maybe the third set, and we can work on different sections. It doesn't have to be like every time we come up with a good idea, we'll make note of it, and then on Sunday we'll do our template, our sample in the book. So we all have a book of samples and ideas together. The fold outs. How many different fold outs are there? Let's all take our pieces of scrap paper and whatever and make fold out samples and stick them in the books. You like that idea? We'll all create our own book of ideas and book of samples, examples, templates. It's going to be a hefty book, but, and we could just decide whatever it is. We could take ideas to write them down. No ATCs, no. But I think like sometimes you need an idea. Like I need a pocket, but I don't want to do a regular pocket. And we could come up and we can add to it as we go on. Like we could do pockets in January, and then in I don't know September come up with another idea. Hey, this would make a great pocket. You know, an idea book exactly, as Esther. It could be like a journal idea book. Sound good? And we'll do it all together. And if you come up with something, you share with the group, and we'll incorporate it into the book. And we could just dedicate like an hour every Sunday doing that. It doesn't have to be perfect. It is our example, it is our sample book. So I think it'll be nice for us to have something to refer back to. Some of the stuff I have a lot of it in my drawer over here, right? I'll just have to organize it and put it in the book, a sewing book. Maybe what we should do is all go out and thrift a scrapbook. I have one of the big scrapbooks, and we can glue the ideas on the page. So it'll be a big, big, big book. So it'll be kind of fun to work in the big book and just throw the ideas in there. Sounds good. Oh, thanks, Dark. Oh, good. I'm glad you guys like the idea. You are my peanut butter to my jelly. You're saying no to my ATC book? At first, I was going to suggest doing ATCs, but it's going to be the same as making the tags with themes every week. So I didn't want to do it anymore. That was my original, the very first thing I thought of was doing an ATCs. But now that we're all doing ATCs right now, I'm kind of over it. Oh, good, March. I'm glad you got yours. Deb, you didn't get your box of dolls. March got hers all the way in Canada already. That's so crazy. Hola. How are you, Marie? Okay. Thank you for indulging me while I ate my soup. Let me go put this in the sink. I grabbed two fries. I grabbed two fries. These are good. Okay. We have our themes for November. Take a picture. Theater, cooking, pearls, lace, and Thanksgiving. Those are our themes for November. Okay? Okay. Mm, those were good. Let me take a picture myself. Okay. All right. So what shall we do tonight? We can do. Um. You know what? I have to come up with something for the ladies. Let me grab one of the pads, and maybe we can come up with something together. For the luncheon that I have to do in 2 weeks. So I want to grab one of the pads and then come up with an idea to kind of make some kind of folio with that pad in it for their donations. So I'm gonna go grab. Hello, LA. Hello, LA. So this is the pad that I thrifted these last year. It's a nice little size pad. It's 5 wide by 7. So this is a 5 by 7. It's really pretty. It's a little butterflies. I liked it. And I bought it with the intent of using it, obviously, for what we're going to intend it to use. So now I got to think about how we're going to do this and with what. I mean, I could use some of these because I think I have enough. I just don't know if it'll fold over. So I need to go grab. I'm going to grab a full sheet of these, and then I'm going to grab um, a regular brown folder because we can use those as well. I don't think the other one is long enough or wide enough for it. The one from work. Let me go grab one of each, and we can see which one's going to work the best. So these are the three things. Look at that. Just shy. Just shy. And it's not, well, I mean, technically, you could do it this way, but I think it's too big for the matchbook kind of thing. So that's out. All right, so I said this was 5 inches wide. So that would be 10. Okay, there's enough to make it work and have a little bit. Yeah, there's enough here to make it work. So that's an option. What did you write, Marie? How much my what? How much my son's journals? You're at the end, Marie. You're gonna be think I think there's somebody after you. You're not the very end, but there's still a few ahead of you. I think it's gonna wind up being after Christmas because I'm gonna do this baby journal and I'm gonna take my time with it over the next because of Thanksgiving and Christmas, and then it'll probably be like I'm gonna say like January, February. Just keep that in mind, honey. What are you typing? I'm having a hard time understanding what you're typing there. This color does match the butterflies really nicely, though. I gotta be honest. Kind of like the way that looks. Of course, the brown looks great. Put your glasses on, woman. We could also use a folder, right? And fold this up to make two pockets. I mean, that's another option, too. Because these are nice, but you know this shit's hard. It's not easy to work with. But it is sturdy. However, this is nice, too. I could do like one folder per because what we could do is um, we could even fold this over and make that like a little tuck spot that way. Um, Fold this up to make pockets here. Hmm. What do you guys think? This is easier to work with, easier to add pockets on. Oh my goodness, Marie. No idea what you're typing, honey. We none of us can figure it out. Do talk to text. It looks like she's cursing me out. I think that because of the versatility, I'm going to go with the folder, and because it's easier to work with than this one. Make one of these. Good thing there's no markings on it. All right. All right, let me think about how I want to do this because I definitely want to make this so that we can well, we could always add stuff. Yeah. All right. So, I think that's big enough like that. If I do 8 inches down. Do you think that if I put a pocket under here, it's going to be? I don't think it's going to be worth a pocket under this thing because this is so thick that you'll never be able to put anything underneath it. I think the pocket's only going to have to be on this one side. And I'm going to make it an expanding pocket. So I think I am going to cut this down to 8 inches. Maybe this will be the folding pocket. No, she's saying her glasses broke. But I don't understand why you type 3 words. I, it doesn't make any sense. Um, and I still have to cut it this way. Why did we do it this way? It will work. You can hear the TV? You shouldn't be able to hear the TV because the thing's on. Let me see. Oh, it wasn't on. Okay, now it's on. How about now? It was off. I didn't know you could hear her. I just need the background noise. You can still hear it now? I don't understand this. This is supposed to be noise canceling. Oh, wait. How about now? I don't know what I'm doing, but how about now? Ah, for God's sake. Okay. I just lowered it down to 15. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. What the hell is this? I got all kinds of stuff opening up. Hold on a minute. No, no upgrading. This is not the time for upgrading anything. Hi, Sherry. I don't know what's going on. All right, I'm doing math. Hold on. Gotta do math. All right, don't over invent the wheel, right? All right, gotta start somewhere. I'm gonna cut this down to 8. What is going on my screen over here? Okay, that works. Oh, I can make this a pocket towards the back. And this one, like fold this towards the back and make it like a slide-in pocket on the back. And here, I could do the same, just do a slide in this way instead of a pocket down here. Let's see. This is the prototype. So the prototype is always going to take a little bit longer to figure out. Because we've never done one of these before. Okay. Well, that was done. Doing it at 3. Ooh, do I leave enough space? Yeah. So this will be the front. Open it up. This will be the pocket. We're going to trim that up because I don't see the need for that. See, now I'm wondering if we should put the pocket here this way because there's really not a lot of space. But, and then on the back, again, we can make this another pocket. Should I cut the tabs off? Probably, right, to make it like a regular pocket. Just cut that straight and then I can notch it. Same thing with this one. All right, let me cut them straight. Well, it's like I said, it's just figuring it out. And then you want to leave a little space on the top and on the bottom there. And we can use these pieces to make our little thingamajigger to slide this in. Enclosure. Let's think about enclosure. I'm thinking the elastic is probably like a nice quick way to do it, but I'm afraid this might be, it's not as thick as this thing, and by pulling the elastic it's going to yank it. So with that said, maybe something like that, with, we could put like a string or a piece of ribbon coming out of here, right? Because we could hide it then. Comes out of here, and then put some kind of button type of thing, and then enclose it that way. I think that would work. And then you have like a cute little folio situation going on here. The question is, do I want to make this a little shorter, or do I want all this overhang? It's not a lot of overhang. Okay, I think I'm ready to start just working on it. Could do a double pocket with one of these pieces. That wouldn't be a bad idea, right? Do a double pocket on the one side. Just to keep things a little bit more organized. Well, I hate to waste space. Plus, this is going to be tight. What we could do is make this one an expanding pocket and then put this one there. Oh, I think I like that idea. Hold on. Again, the first one is the one that's going to take the longest, because this is the development stage. First we develop the idea. Well, it's got to be functional though. I get it. Don't add more work for myself, but glue those two like that, and then that one will go there. See, that way you have a little bit more space. Okay. So far, so good. This side, I'm good with just the one. I think I'm going to have to cut this side to match. This is just to make the two sides even. See, now the two sides are even. I feel better about that. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. And then here we need the piece. Might as well keep it nice and big so it'll keep it in place, right? Like that. Okay. Okay. All right. I think we're good. Whoa. Now comes the fun part of figuring out the cover and all that good stuff. And determining what has to be done first. So, I will tell you. I'm going to cut right off the bat. Do them both at the same time. Then they'll line up. See, they'll line up nicely. That one as well. No waste. Whole folder was used on it. Is going to be used on this. I like that. Now the key also is putting the paper on here before we glue it so that okay. I'm putting an F for the front. Just a little F so I know what the front is. And I think the first thing I'm going to do is zhuzh it all because that also gives us a good visual of how it's going to look. And I also need to crease everything really well. Okay. Great. Everything is done. The prep work. so we're just going to zhuzh everything. So, I saw that Chris posted a video about Friday night, and she put down 10 o'clock Central Standard Time, which means we only start at 11 o'clock our time. But we'll start a little bit earlier on Friday. Okay, so I'm probably going to try and schedule a book de-stash on Saturday night, like later, like 8 o'clock or something like that. So I have some time to rest from the overnight. It will be on the other thing where I did the lace. It'll be there because they offer a flat rate shipping, which is good. Once I determine how this is done, I just need like probably next Saturday. Wait. Yes, next Saturday, the 8th. I'll sit here and do these, unless I do them during a week. Also, mark your calendars. Saturday the 8th, Chris and I are going to do a auction for the cancer. I went through all my stuff on Monday and kind of segregated de-stash versus auction versus book versus stationery. So I have everything separated, and we're going to do everything. We're going to do the auction, the fundraising auction. And that should be fun. I got some really cool things. I got some vintage books for that. I've got some the pieces from Germany, some little porcelain pieces. I've got what else do I have to auction? A bunch of scrapbooks, already decorated scrapbooks that you could just embellish the cover. But the pages are beautiful. They're beautifully designed. There's like a Disney princess one. There's a Mickey Mouse cookbook. I've got some really interesting things to auction off for the fundraiser because I'm nowhere's near where I was last year with raising money. So when I post that, I'll probably do something this weekend. Please be sure to share it, get the word out. Okay. All right. So the assembly of this folio. Let's see how this is going to work out. And even if you don't intend on buying or you already donated, you can still join and have some fun. Okay, see, that looks nice. The double looks nice. And then, did I do that side? I did not do that side. Ooh, you know what I didn't think about? A pen. I should have thought about that. Because that's always a thing. Shoot, I didn't think about that. I should have left space to put a pen on the inside. Maybe I could put it on the outside. I don't want it on the outside. Because that's what gets caught on everything. Is there room? Not really. Shoot. I might have to redesign this. Just modify it slightly. all I need to do is slide this over a little bit because it's 5.5. If I make it 6 inches wide, yeah, I thought about that too, EO. Putting it up here, that could work, and then it'll be a little sleeker. I like it sleek. Let's I've done that before, but let's see. By lowering this a little bit, I might be able to do that. It's not strong to do that though. This is actual craft paper and it's not super duper strong. So for the enclosure, I'm gonna go with the ribbon enclosure thingy. Yeah, I could throw something up here. But thank you for the idea. That would work great with the other one. With this. That would work great with that. With this, it's a little too flimsy, and I know with the pulling, the opening and closing, it's gonna tear it, and then I'll feel terrible because I know it's gonna happen. So let me just think about this pen situation real quick. Excuse me. Oh, I could do a little box. Let me get a pen. Oh, you mother! Look at that. It's too. It's too long. It's long by like a quarter of an inch, not even. Might be able to get away with it there though because, um, yeah, the inside spine I think might work. I can use it like the design I did with the other one. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. But should I notch that out? Maybe I should just notch a little bit here to put that through. Just poke a little hole because you don't want it sticking out the top. You see what I'm saying? Like you want it to stay in there. So let me think. I just got to give it some thought because there's two. If I notch it out by doing this, it's gonna wear out that little spine because it's not very thick. So I'm thinking making like a little box to put the pen in. Or, all right, hold on. We're thinking, oh, I could do elastic. I could do elastic ribbon. Oh, yeah, that'll work. Elastic ribbon right underneath here. elastic ribbon coming out from here and slide it right back in. That way, there's no tear, no pulling, no nothing. Yeah, I think the ribbon is the way to go. That stretchy ribbon, yeah, I think that will work. Okay. Okay. All right. So we redesigned it again a little bit on the fly because we want to accommodate having a pen because nothing more annoying than opening a pad and not having something to write with. Have a pen there. Yeah. All right. I could dig it. I think that'll look nice. Yeah, I think the ribbon will look nice too. It'll give it a little, like a little warmth, you know? Okay, so now we need to get some pretty paper. What? Yeah, let me just, I'm going to trim off this little edge because it's like, it's that piece there. I'm going to trim that off just a little bit. Okay. All right, that. All right, let me think, what paper do we want to use? We're going to need this. We have so much pretty paper, like the decisions. Should we make it like fallish? That's always beautiful. That color scheme, that's gorgeous. Let me look at the newer ones. See what I got. Ooh, I got some really pretty ones. I'm gonna go grab this book. 70. Not Christmas already? No. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make the folios fallish, and for Christmas I'll do the gift card holders because Christmas is next month technically, so they'll need those. But the folio you want to use year round. It's not time. Stop it, Kimberly. Do not jump on the bandwagon. Look how pretty that one is. I'm going to go grab these two just so we can see what kind of options we have. 77, 78, and 75. I got some really pretty ones recently. I could. Yes, I could do like a winterish one. Well, yeah, because then the goal would be to make these in different seasons so you could switch out your pad for the season, right? Let me go grab the pads and we'll take a peek at them. Okay. Oh, you hush, Miss Kimberly. You agree. Deborah Ann. Okay. First of all, this one's gorgeous. Aw, that's cute. Ooh, how pretty is that? We gather together. Ooh, that's pretty too. Look how pretty this one is. Hey, Shetty. Little pumpkins and everything. This has some pretty paper, and it does match the butterflies. Not that it's a big deal. It's for Jesus. Then we could do like, ooh, green. Look how pretty that color is. Like a vintagey. I gotta make it really pretty because these ladies, they like pretty things. I thought this one was pretty, so I grabbed it because it's, first of all, who doesn't like purple? We are, well, you guys already saw this pad. And I have to use it, otherwise I'll never use it. This is Paper Studio. So this one is Hobby Lobby. This one is Craftsmith, which I believe is Michaels. Isn't Craftsmith the new Michaels thing? I think. This one I thrifted. It's just beautiful, vintage looking, like really pretty. So that was thrifted. This I believe is also pink and black. Who doesn't like pink and black? It's like a Paris. Chez la femme. Yeah, I like this one too. It's a really pretty color scheme. It's got a little bit of yellow, but it's that very very pale pink. I like that too. So for our first one, I think I want to go with maybe this one. I love that there. Yeah, I like the purple one too. Maybe I should do purple, but I really like the colors of this one. I think it's gonna make it pop. You gave me the Christmas song. We are doing a quick folio, working on the ladies' luncheon, and so came up with this design just now out of a folder. We got to put it all together like that with this here. So now we're designing picking the paper for the folio. Yeah, this is like what you would put, like I don't want to put thankful. I want to just do like that's like an interesting fallish. That's nice. We could cut some of these to put there. Fall in love. That's perfect for the cover. Look at that. Fall in love. Hey sister, how you doing? Ooh, I do like the pears. How are you? I'm making I want to say 13 or 14 of them. You'll go on at 9 your time? Okay, so it's 10 o'clock my time. Okay, no problem. I'll be on probably earlier because it's Friday. So instead of 7:30, maybe I'll start like 8:30 and just get some stuff done and then wait for you and then go from there. Are you dressing up on Friday? Don't show me up. I think I like this one. You never know. Oh my God, have you guys been seeing Leah? My daughter has been dressing up every day. Um, I thought we all had to dress up. Do I give out the template for that folder, or is that strictly yours? Well, well, it'd be kind of weird me saying it's just well, it's mine because I just designed it with you guys watching. It's not a secret. Are you asking me if you could duplicate it? Absolutely, you could duplicate it. I would appreciate it not putting it on the market if you want to make it for a gift or for yourself, yes, but not to take my ideas and sell it, but you could use it. Absolutely. Hi, Heather. I think that's Heather. Oh, you're new, so you don't know. Okay, yeah, no. Oh, sorry. I feel like you're talking to like all you see is this when I stand. Because I like to work standing up. Yeah. So my thing is, if I'm showing it to you, it ain't no secret, and I don't gatekeep. Okay, I tell you where I buy my stuff, how we do it. I show you, and the cool thing is, uh, this live will be downloaded, and it'll be uploaded on the TubeView. And then you could always go back and refer to it if you need a refresher or you forgot how to do something or you can't remember something. You could always go back and rewind and check it out. And welcome if this is your first time. And I hope you enjoy it. So don't mind the craziness. Whenever I come up with something for the first time, it's always a little disorganized and a little bit crazy. Connie does gatekeep. Hi, RK. We are working on a folio. I have to make about 14 of these. So I'm just designing how I'm going to house this little folio with a pen. And this is all for fundraising, by the way. For a bunch of ladies that when we have this luncheon, they they spend at least $150, sometimes $200 a head. As long as I have cute little things for them to, they make a donation, they get a cute little thing. So this is going to be one of my cute little things. Um, so this is what we just designed with the folder. Oh, good for you. So now we're picking out the paper to decorate the folder. I'm going to do a fall one because it's November. It's going to be right before Thanksgiving. Because look, I can push this as this will be a beautiful hostess gift if you go into somebody's house for Thanksgiving and you want to give them a gift. This will be a beautiful gift because I'm going to decorate it like fallish. So, yeah. So I think I'm going to go with this one. Even I know it's very similar, but when we zhuzh it, it'll pop. For the cover like that. And then I like the little tag here on the back that says fall. This is all cardstock. Yes, this is all cardstock. So it's nice and sturdy. I have this really good um, folder that I thrifted. This one, it's really good. And I made a bunch of little ones with that one. You can see it's like super, super thick. But I think it's a little bit too thick for what I'm doing here for this. For the mini, I think it's great. For this size, one because this is cardstock, and then we're going to put cardstock paper on top. It'll thicken it even more, so it'll make it nice and sturdy. So I like the fall in love. I think that'll look cool right here in the center. And the green one will look nice. So we could do grateful gatherings. Even that's pretty to go on here. And I can actually put a little bit of green behind it if I wanted to. So we have a bunch of options with these to cut these out. So that's neat. All right, so I selected that one. Let's see what else we're going to pick from here because we need a few more. I think this will be good for those. It's nice and dark. Then we're going to do the back. I think the back because actually that's really pretty for the front too. Let me see that. Ooh, I might change. Make this on the front and put this on the back. Yeah, I like that idea better. All right, this will be the front. let's go through this again. So the back, can be that. You can actually use the same, so it blends. The front is going to be the gold one. And then on the inside, you have the two pockets. Do this one. And then this little bit. Okay. And I'm not going to do anything here because that's where this part goes. So I don't think I'm going to decorate that side. I'm going to leave it brown because I don't think it makes any sense. I guess I could do something here to make it pretty. Thank you, EO. All right, I think we've picked out the paper for that. And with the leftover pieces, we'll do the inside a little bit. Maybe we'll decorate it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Let me put this over here. And then, okay, I need the lace for the pen to hold the pen here. And now I'm trying to remember where I have that lace. If it's the beige or the white. I think it's the beige. All right, let's see if we could find. Has to be elastic. That's not it. Okay, that is a little bit. It's not a lot. No, I think I'm fooling myself. That's not elastic. Nope. Maybe it's the white. I thought I had it in beige. I'm pretty positive I have it in beige. You know what? This should go in my scraps so that I will use it. Otherwise, I'll never use that up. Okay, maybe it's the white one. I thought for sure it was beige. Okay, not beige. You thought which one was elastic? I mean, it was a little, but not to the extent that we need it to be. It needs, because we need to make a real tight, and it needs to stretch so it'll hold the pen in place, and it can't be too thick. So, yeah, it can't be too thick because we're dealing with a very small space. I'm not going to want to use white, though. That's going to ruin the whole vibe. All right, so hold on. I know. I had a bag of lace, and I could have sworn I had it in that bag. I forgot to show you guys. Look what I found. I'm also going to take these to the luncheon. Anybody guess what this is? Obviously, it's a compact. What kind of a compact, say you? How adorable is that? It's a little sewing kit. So I'm going to print something vintage to put on here. Nope, it's not a mirror. It's a mini sewing kit with little baby scissors. This is perfect for your purse. So when you have that tear or something like that, travel, purse, whatever. So I thought I was going to make it like a compact and put their initials on here. I just want to do like a little vintage image. I'm gonna have to create it with AI, printed on stickers. I got them in pink. Like this is like a pink, a light pink, and I got them in blue. So yeah, I'm gonna decorate all of these. I think I got like 25 of these, so there's probably gonna be some leftovers. And this also, when I'm done with the ladies' luncheon, these will make really cute stocking stuffers, right? Aren't they adorable? It's like a one and done. All right, I'm gonna grab. Oh, come on. I did it again. I did it again. I moved something and now I don't remember where I moved it to and now I need it. No, it's not here. Think for a minute, Connie. Where did you move that to? I had it in that box. I took it out of that box. It's got to be someplace close because I need it. Nothing ticks me off more when I move something to a new place and then I can't remember where I put it. It's the samples of all of the lace because one of the laces I have is the stretchy kind that I need. And I need it because that's got to get glued. And I remember moving it saying, don't forget this is where you put it. And now I completely forgot. I gotta start writing notes down. It can't be too far off. This is incredible. Why am I having such an issue with memory? Kimberly, I'm doing this all the damn time though. It's so frustrating. Let me check back here. I'm like, there's not a lot of spots where it could be. It wouldn't be here. I didn't put it there. It doesn't make sense to have it there. Because I just had it out in my hand literally like 3 days ago. What the falala? All right, I'm going to stop and I'm just going to, we'll do this part last. That's all. We'll do that part last. We're just going to continue because I'm going to get frustrated. Okay. Oh, we have to do the enclosure because we have to work backwards. But we can cut the paper. At the very least, we could get that done so we can see what it's going to look like. Okay, that'll look good there. Okay. It's just making me angrier that I told myself, don't forget this is where you put it, so that when you do another sale, you know where to go, where to grab it from. And here I am, not 3 days later, like SpongeBob, 3 days later, and I don't remember. Cut our big pieces first. You could also wind up, if you want, saving some of this paper by not doing, like, you could do like less. You don't have to do the whole sheet, right? We could go literally up to here and not waste paper. I mean, It's like we have to put low jack. I have to put low jack on everything. Because what it is I've had it in the same spot for so long, so then I decided to move it, and then I forget. Actually, wait, yeah, that goes there. Okay, so we're just gonna cut that little. Okay, so that's gonna be the back. Okay. Let's see how we like it. may have to trim this one just a smidgen. Okay. I think that's fallish. And then here, the Hello Autumn is kind of nice, right? So is that Grateful Fall in Love, and we could put a piece of green behind it. I think that'll look nice. That's going to be a bitch to cut, but we'll figure something out. I might have something that I can use, kind of, sort of. Oh, you're such a smarty pants. Um, okay, so now that we have our paper cut, oh, and then just do that. Yeah, perfect. Look at that. Okay. Now we need to find the perfect piece for the enclosure. I'm going to go ahead and glue this piece down. So I was watching something today that I thought was interesting that said basically on TikTok now you get warnings and violations during your lives if you trigger them by uh, directing traffic in your live outside of the live, outside of this platform. Isn't that interesting? Meaning, I'm surprised I didn't get one before. I think it also depends on the level of activity and all that. But um, if I, like what I said before about the books and where it's gonna, the happening, the location of where that's gonna happen, you can't. I'm not supposed to say those. The books of faces and the tubes of the U's and things of that nature. That's what they said is going on. I find that interesting. I have to cut this one a little bit. That's better. You guys are very quiet today. What's going on? Ah, that's a good point. Hand sewing. Yeah. You want to trim it just a smidgen. Yeah, that's better. It is interesting. Won't be long before somebody says freedom of speech. Oh yeah, the sticker. That must be satisfying though. I enjoy doing that. Well, I enjoy doing that when I'm not thinking about all the other stuff that I need to get done, you know? Okay. Should probably go the other way. Well, it was about that too before Shetty when it was when it was owned by China. I mean, for them it wasn't so much control because they want to give you all the freedom because they want to take all the information, you know. So it's six one half dozen the other. It's trading one for another kind of a situation. Know what I mean? That's all. You're just trading one to another, regardless of who's doing it. Yeah, I'm just thinking if I want to put a brad through, I could actually go through two of these to make sure it's nice and strong. But then it'll hold this down. So no, it'll be just through here. So I'm gonna hold off on gluing that. I could glue these two, and then we'll do that afterwards. Yeah. Well, I mean, I get what you're saying. Well, let's think about that for a minute. Let's all talk that through. So we're all on TikTok for free, right? It's a free app. We don't pay for a service. They got to make money. How are they going to make money? They make money by keeping people on the app. So when someone is saying something to promote people to leave the app, regardless of who owns it, they're going to be upset about it because there's probably some kind of an agreement that we did when we signed on that says that, oh, we're going to promote and community guidelines, because there has to be some safety, stuff in there to protect people from posting nasty stuff and whatnot. So I mean, it kind of does make sense though, if you think about it. It's a business. Ultimately, it's a business. Exactly. You can't say that. That's telling them to go outside of TT. That's exactly right, Adam. Even saying that, you can't. Or telling people to go to, WEBSITEs. You can't do that. The only thing you're allowed to share is TikTok Shop. That's encouraged. Uh, Other TikTokers, anything to do with TikTok is 100% allowed. Anything outside of that, you're going to get a violation and they'll shut you down. So I need to keep that in mind for sure. Okay. I think I'm going to leave the background blank because it's going to be too much. I'm fine with this because I think it kind of ties it in. I'm not going to glue this yet because I still have to figure out how we're going to do the ribbon. Okay, so for our enclosure, um, that's pretty too. And then they could do whatever they want there. I kind of like that one. This yellowish one. Just rough cut. And I do think like a nice green behind it will make it pop a little bit more too. With like I have pretty green somewhere. Probably in the scraps. And we need to do the ribbon. So, what color ribbon should we do? Or should it be like well, obviously a dark red would work. Green, gold, even twine will work. Let me see what kind of leaves I have. That's beautiful, but it's too big. That's a cute little leaf. No, I'm not going to do a Christmas ribbon. Don't be silly. If I do that, That's a cute little. The red kind of ties everything in. It's gold. I feel like I need to. Just bring the edge up a little bit so it'll tie around it. Let's practice on a piece of scrap. You never know what you're gonna need. Here. Not a lot of room. See that? It's like nice and tight. So maybe we have to put a little washer thing underneath there to lift it up so that the ribbon will go around it. Which is here. Okay, that's better. See that? Now we have like a little bit of space. For the ribbon to tie around. Okay. All right, we figured out the mechanics of that. And I have a couple of those leaves, so that's good. If I want to do like 2 fall ones or 3 fall ones. And then I could do some florals. Okay, so we got this, we got this. Ribbon on the other side. This side goes like that. Other side. It could still be a brad. Probably the safest thing is to use another brad back here. Just make it a plain one. Based on the color of the ribbon. What color ribbon do you guys think? I don't want to do too much. If I do green, I think it needs to be either red or gold. Keep it simple. Even though I'm thinking about doing a green background on here just to make this pop, I don't want to do a green ribbon. I think it's too Christmassy. So, to be honest, I'm going to see what we got in red. Let's see. What do we have here? Oh, perfect. It's nice and thin. Oh, I also have some organza, but I have this one. Hey! Congratulations! Today was Kevin's last day at work. At his old job. Leah is back. Yes. That would be Leah. Congrats, bud.
Thank you.
You're free. Good for you.
Yep.
Kevin is free, guys. Not free from Leah. Relax, Adam. Before we even go down that road,
Hey.
he is going to start his new job on Monday.
Monday.
He starts his new job on Monday. How exciting is that?
Thank you guys.
You bought the ring already.
Sorry, Adam.
Adam, you're too funny. Yeah, so he's going to be working for Larry's company, but in a different division. Further, like a little bit further south. So, yeah, so I'm excited for him. I think he's going to do really well there.
Thank you.
Yeah. And if you don't, Larry will kick your ass. That's all. Can't let him down. Good for you. Babe, come say hi to your employee. I know. Let me have a little seat. A little shit. Good for him. How'd it go? Did everyone what'd your boss say?
My boss is kind of schmuck.
He's a douche from what I heard.
Yeah.
Let me give you an example. I have somebody retiring on Friday for my company. And we collected money from everybody. I put in $20. I got a cake that the company ordered that says, happy retirement. We're giving you a gift from the company. I gave money at my, we were giving you a gift card from the office. Everyone chipped in. We're doing cake and we're doing pizza on Friday. As a little farewell. I don't do that for everyone that leaves. Okay.
Well, that's a different story. I'm in the boat if I haven't been there long, so.
Yeah, that's true too. Well, no, you were there over a year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like my boss's boss.
Yeah.
He's been giving me two lately. And yesterday he came to do interviews at our warehouse. And then just didn't stop in at all. So then today I was waiting for him to call all day. I was just hoping and praying he was gonna call, and I go, oh, so I heard you were in Keesby yesterday. He goes, yeah. I go, so you didn't stop by?
Good for you.
Yeah, I had to run back. They were doing a lot of stuff with Elizabeth. I had to rush out of there. I was like, oh, okay.
Sure, whatever. I think I'm gonna do a double. So you got a couple of days off now.
He also did that to a dude that I worked there 20 years. He didn't show up for his retirement.
That's not right.
He's a good dude.
Yeah, he's a real good dude. Or did you mean douche? Sorry.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant to say.
Because then we could put some gold something down here. Okay, I think we got this. And by doubling it up, it's going to, well, let's do this. Let's glue this one, which means I have to, well, no, that could wait. All right, we want to do, no, that can't wait because I have to line it up. Line it up, up, up. I think there is fine, though. We got to cut that out. I'm going to get my shapes. I don't have a scalloped, but I have this squiggly lines. Which should work. And then if we go a size bigger, and the green, let me get the green out. Oh, no. No, there was no costumes. You didn't miss them. Actually, Leah was dressed. Leah was dressed earlier. I'll show you. She was streaming. She's been doing cosplay. And She did her face in blue. So she did her face in blue. And then, hold on. So she did all kinds of stuff. That was her today. And then that was yesterday. Scared the crap out of me when I walked in the house. She does really good with her makeup. Let's see what else. Let's see. This one, she did a bunch of them this week. Oh, she did that one. So yeah, if you get a chance to go check her out, she's got some cool outfits. This is exactly what I was looking for. She actually does really good with that stuff. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy with the makeup. She does pretty well with it. You got filtered. Ooh. If you ever need a makeup person, you'll hire her. Leah. Deb, she works on movie sets. She does costumes. She says if she ever needs a makeup person, she'll hire you. I got you a job. We're all about getting everybody jobs around here. Let me just cut these out real quick. Oh, Shetty, cosplay is when they dress up as characters in like video games, um anime, stuff like that. You're not the only one, by the way. Absolutely not. You're welcome. Okay, I'm also going to use our Chrome pen because I want it to be outlined in gold. Costume, yeah, cos is short for costume play, and like they do cosplay. They call it cosplay. At a lot of the what do they call those? Did you ever hear of Comic Con, where all the comics and people who play like Marvel and whatnot, they do that in New York. They do that at all the big centers. So they do a lot of dress up for that. I think I'm gonna do gold on the yellow, on the inside of the yellow, because it'll stand out against the green, but not the green, so that it doesn't get lost in the gold. Conventions. Thank you, Desiree. Yeah, I was like, it's my brain. My brain is like, yeah, we're stopping now. Okay, and if you're wondering what this does, look on the left side and look on the right side. See how over here it's still like yellow, not gold? So I'm going to trace it with this and it'll now look nice and gold all around. Yes, it's a great pen. See that? Now it's gold all the way around. And it looks nice. So these are great pens, yeah. I have these in my Amazon storefront, by the way. Oh, I just said the AZ word. Can't say that either. Itchy nose. By the way, I'm so sorry, guys. I posted the video about that Christmas paper that I got on TikTok Shop, and they're out already. They ran out. So I messaged the vendor today and asked them, "Are you going to restock?" Because it's such a great pack. I was going to showcase it to you, but you can't get it now. Look at this. It's like it's so much. 106, and they're all there's no repeats. I'm gonna run to the bathroom because I ate all that soup, which is a lot of liquid. Well, we could share. What you call it? I'm gonna run to the bathroom because, like I said, I ate the soup. I didn't drink it, but there was a lot of broth, and now I have to go pee. So I'll be right back. Talks amongst yourselves for a minute. Okay. Okay. My hands are wash my hands now they're a little wet. Okay. So can actually be glued down now, so let's just slide those out. Make it flat. I already zhuzhed. Let's glue the center. So we want to put that like right there. Let's put this in. We got our leaf. We got our little piece. This needs to be done by the 15th. I think that looks good. Now we could glue the rest of these in. Okay, next one. And we used the whole folder. We didn't waste any of the folder. I'm just cutting that little piece that's like from the fold because it makes it thicker than what it needs to be. So that part's done. Now for this part. For the ribbon. There's a couple of ways to do this. I'm going to have to trim that a little bit on that end. So I can either put this down here. Two strands. So it looks a little bit better. And literally just have a gold brad go right through this into here and call it a day. That's one option. It's a little bit lower. It's not centered. I think it'll be okay if we center it. So this is going to have to be glued first. How come you guys aren't talking today? It's only Wednesday. I like the way that looks. Okay. Yep. That works fine. So I talk and you don't, and I don't see it. Are you typing when I'm looking down? Is that why? Must be. Okay, we're gonna use a small one for here. Do it right about here. You're tapping. Thank you for tapping, everyone. Actually, I got a really good payout the other day from TikTok. I was surprised. Well, a decent one. It was like $70 or something. That must have been from the live with Brian is what I'm thinking. I was like, "Whoa. What is this?" Yeah, exactly, for the year. I'm just going to try, put a little hole through the ribbon, fold it in half. Yeah, I gave myself a lot. Well, you could kind of do it two ways. So you could just wrap it around and maybe just do that. I don't think that's gonna work though. I think it's gonna have to go this way. We'll just cut them shorter and then hang some stuff on it. Thrift store money, exactly. I'm debating if I should have put that little. Well, I think I should have. See how it's kind of and it moves. That doesn't bother me that it moves though. It's fine. It's the prototype. I am not gonna sweat. Oh, I gotta put some tape. You always improve as you do things. You improve the design. I'm actually tomorrow. I'm gonna go to the thrift store that I haven't gone to in a while, um, because I'm gonna go up to the hospital. So on the way back, I'll be able to stop there. My understanding is it's going to be really crappy weather tomorrow too. So there's that. But okay, that worked. That worked. Now let's figure out where the heck is that ribbon. Did I put my die cuts back in here? I did, right? Yeah, they're in here. Okay, just want to make sure while I put this away. I didn't put them in the drawers. I didn't put, I feel like I put it in something because now I need that ribbon to finish this part up. We can't glue this without the little ribbon. So Connie's going to have to do a little bit of thinking over here and just eyeing around. I literally just did it on Monday. So it can't be too far off. So let's think. Maybe I put it in with my ribbons. No. No, I did not do that. there. It's not there. Because it's not a small bag. It's a pretty big freaking bag. Where did my ribbon sample bag go? It's not in that box. It's not in that box. We check the drawers. Okay, definitely not over there. Exactly. You guys are awesome when you remember where I put stuff. And I kind of remember saying, I'm going to put it right here. Oh, and there it was, right there. But it was like this, so I didn't see. Okay, whatever. We found that that's all that matters. This one is elastic. I know these two are, but I don't want. Okay. And you know what I should probably do? Check my scraps because I might have something. This one is definitely elastic. Okay. Let's keep that over here so I don't lose it again. And let me get my scraps while this dries. Hello, V-Flex. Welcome. Welcome to our live. None of these are elastic. We are working on this folio for this pad. And right now, I'm preparing to do the final touches, which is glue this piece for the pad, but I want elastic ribbon to put the pen, to put the fancy pen in there, to hold the pen. So I am looking at my, aha, this is good. I know I had some scraps in here that are elastic. So pull that out. Do you craft? I don't recall seeing you before. I think this might be your first time on our live. Thank you guys for welcoming. I have a very friendly group. They welcome everybody and they will answer questions for you. My group has been following me for quite a while. And they're very good. They know everything. Oh, you do? Okay. Excellent. I've done all three as well, but primarily I do it here on TikTok because that's kind of like where I started. Every once in a while, I'll go on the other apps, but not too often. So I'm working on I have a luncheon for fundraising for the American Cancer Society in 2 weeks. And the ladies that go to this luncheon like to buy things that I make. So every year I try to come up with a new idea. So last year I thrifted these pads, about 13 or 14 of them. Really nice pad. So I just came up with this little format with a folder to create a little folio for these, and hopefully the ladies will buy them, and I'll raise a couple $1,000s that day. So we're just putting the finishing touches on here, and I'm going to do a pen holder like this, and I just need to kind of mark where everything's going to go now. And I try to make my stuff sustainable where they're replaceable. So once this pad runs out, they could just remove it and replace it with another pad. And I think that's a good spot, like right there. Just gonna mark with two little dots. So, oh yes, so this Friday we're doing. That's Adam. This Friday we're doing an overnight live. Are you familiar with Chris Hunter? She does a lot of Book of Faces. A lot of people know her from there. You might know her. So she and I are doing a co-hosting a live Friday night, starting at I'm gonna start probably like 8:30, 9 o'clock, but we're gonna do an overnight till until the wee hours of the morning until we're tired. Oh, so you do know her? Excellent. Okay, so she and I are going to be doing a live this Friday overnight. We do this. This will be our third or fourth one, and we always have a lot of fun. So you have decoupage transfer foils. Oh, I have to check you out. Hold on, I'm gonna follow you now, so I could check you out afterwards. I'm always looking for fun and interesting things to incorporate into my journals, and I do mostly journals, but I also do other things like with what I repurpose watches, and I make I don't know, guys, what else do I make besides journals? There's a slew of things, folios and stuff like that. I just enjoy crafting. I just enjoy it and being creative and making pretty things. But there's some things that I haven't done yet or haven't used. I'm the queen of pretty paper. Yes, I do. Okay, that's nice and not too tight. That seems to work right there. So I think that's the sweet spot. So with that, I'm going to, for this, I'm going to use a little bit of hot glue. This one, I'm going to use the hot glue because it's very thick. I like glitter paper. I won't work on with glitter. Adam keeps trying me to work with glitter. I have glitter. Okay. Okay. That worked out pretty good. Ooh, it did tweak it a little bit. Slide that over. I'm going to have to give it a little bit more room. This is the prototype. So, but you see how it tweaked it a little bit? I'm going to have to give it more spine on the next one. So this is the prototype. So I'm going to have to put a smaller pad in this one, which is fine. I have smaller pads so that it doesn't go out that far. Because when we first closed it, it looked like it was going to work. But it is pushing it over now that everything is in there. It's probably because it's thick on this side a little bit. Take the pen out. I probably have a thinner pen that I could use for this one. Hold on. Let me see what kind of pens I got. Oh, yes. Don't know if this one is any thinner. This one matches better, though. Ooh, that's a pretty pen. Look how pretty that pen is. It's rose gold. It matches the book beautifully. Yeah, so if you look at my posts, VFlex, I do a lot of mixed media journals. My journals have, I usually do a 3D element in each journal, and a couple different features. All right, so I'm gonna have to find a thinner pen because this is gonna annoy me because of my. Now that one doesn't have a thing. It's thin enough. I don't think that one's gonna work either. No. Thank you. Yeah, I don't have. Well, yeah, I guess I do. I guess I am a little bit OCD-ish. No. I'm just going through all the pens that I have here. But they're all like the same thickness. I know I could probably get a thinner pen just to make this one work. But my easier fix would be to just find a smaller pad. This one may work. So are you just joining TikTok now? Oh, no, Tammy. I'm sorry to hear that. Can I ask you a question? Somebody explain this to me. It says dream, right? And look where it opens. Well, what the hell is that all about? It says dream. Is that weird? How does that make any sense? Oh, of course they messed up, and I'm the one that got it. All right, Plan B, Plan C. No, it's the same size. That's not gonna work. And this is the same size. There we go. All right, this will be the prototype. It says Mom Boss. And it matches. It was meant to be. It's gold. It matches. It's the only one I have. Mom Boss. Okay, so now we need to do something here. It screams Jersey. So, what's the problem? All right, I think I'm going to put a couple of, I can either do them separately or I could do them together. Let's see. We could put some gold and maybe some red beads down here. All right, let me put these away. I'm more California than Jersey, you think? You think I could cut it? Let me get my beads. I don't know if I would love the West Coast. I'm not a big fan of the heat. Remember that. So, I'll get over it. Okay. I'm going to wrap it around 3 times just so there's some room. And then 100% Des. You tell him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. You guys are making me laugh over here, right? I'm going to do one gold and red, gold and green, and then a little gold. Oh, is he, Sherry? Okay. I'll definitely show it to her. You know what? Maybe I'll surprise her and I'll ship this one to her because she's always been so generous. She sent me this beautiful journal for the cancer drive that I'm going to do a giveaway. So, shh, don't tell her. And then I'll just send this to her. I'm going to tell it's my prototype, not my best work, but it is pretty. Like a little thank you. Do I have a cousin Vinny? I'm thinking about Larry. No, I don't think I do. We do have a cousin Vinny. So, I think I'm going to make a knot. Don't I have? And then I'm going to do one a little bit shorter than the other because I don't want them moving all over the place. I want them to stay put. You know what I mean? So I think if I do a knot here, let's just say like right about there. Might have to be a double. Okay, good. Now, oh, I know. I've known her for a few years. She's been watching me since I started, and we became. She was when she and I first met. She was living at the hotel while her house was being built. That's how long um, we've been, friends. Well, it would have helped if I put this down the right one. She's super sweet, great sense of humor. Love G. We were actually gonna get together, um, and then her dad got sick, and then our plans had fallen through, and then we were trying to coordinate, but it didn't happen. One day it will. Like when she goes to see her dad up in Connecticut, I'll just drive up or something, cause It's not too far if I go up to North Jersey. Okay, let's do the red one first. It's so much easier than to sit here and fight with it, to use these little needle thingies. See that? You just feed it right through. I'm going to do 3 knots on the bottom, because then we'll cut the tail end here and we'll fray it for a little bit of an effect, like that. And then this one we'll do a little bit lower. You guys with me so far? A little bit taller. I want to be like halfway, not that far away. Making a salad with sprouts. I'm telling you, you're going to turn into a sprout. My goodness. Thanks, Theo. Again, the first one is always a little. I wind up tweaking it a little bit when I do the actual ones, but it's a good start. It gives me a good idea. And of course, it'll be a lot faster when I do the other ones. I'm gonna redo the one on top, make it a little bit, bring it down. There, that's better. Okay, that part's done. I may wind up doing like a little um, crimp it at the end with the other ones and put like a little flower. I don't know, something like that. just going to fray it. See how that looks. Don't really like it frayed. It didn't fray the way I wanted it to fray. Good night, Sherry. So it's nice and deep, so you could put Good night, Tammy. Thanks for hanging out with us. Not bad for our little prototype. And we could put their initial. I have initials coming in gold script from China. I did my order for the Christmas shots, the holiday shots. Yeah, they're gonna make out when I get them all done. And then of course if there's anything left over, then I'll just wind up putting it up for sale, or something like that, depending on how much we. Sometimes what they do is they'll buy more and they'll gift as well, which is kind of nice. So, but they're very generous. Okay, so it's 10:30. So that's not bad. I think we accomplished a good. I needed to get this done. So that was helpful. Thank you guys. Let me show you. I'm sure you saw the flip through of Monroe's book. So Monroe's book is done. I put a bunch of little charm. Well, they're not little. I put some really cute charms in here for her. I gotta flip that over. A little butterfly, a little unicorn, flower, a little bird. There's more over here. A little bee. And I did put her name. I found my letters. I did it in gold. So that got done. What else did I have to do here? I think that was it, right? You guys already saw the flip through. Love our little mirror. Yeah, so cute, right? Love this piece. I actually wound up really liking this page after all that. I filled this up a little bit more with some stuff in here. So yeah, so let me just, I'm going to pack this up tomorrow to ship it out. And tomorrow I will be talking to Claire. It's Gigi. Is who's the baby book is for. And I have to pick out some fabrics. Because we went from one thing to another. We went from subtle tones. Now she wants it pink. So maybe you guys can give me your thought process. I like to bounce ideas off of you. So what she's wanting is a book. The baby's already a year old. It's to go back and document her first year of life. So it's actually going to start with her birth month and then go from there. So it's not going to be like January, February, March, April, May, June. It ain't going to be like that. I'm not going to make it black. Don't be silly. You're being a silly goose. So the thing is, and I'm fine with it, but she wants to put the pictures in there, and they're 4x6s, so those are big pictures. Um, and that's what's panicking me a little bit. I could do, and then she wants me to every holiday. If there's a holiday in the month, she wants me to acknowledge that holiday in the book, meaning do something about it, like the 4th of July or the, late, whatever, Thanksgiving and Christmas, because obviously something with the baby probably happened, or there's a picture or whatever. So I started thinking about this. I'm like, wow, there's only so much room on a page, okay? Um, and even if I do a pocket for every month to put pictures, that's a lot of pockets. 12 months, 12 pockets, right? So you need 2 pages per pocket right off the bat. So it's 24 pages right there, back and front. Right off the bat, just for those 2 things. Then she does want to journal in it. Page for that. I don't know. I'm afraid it's gonna be like so huge it won't close. So I'm seriously giving this some thought about what's the best way to proceed with this book and what size is going to be a good size. My options are 12 by 12 paper, fold it in half, doing the signatures. I might opt to do 4 signatures instead of 3, so it's less pages per signature to help, spread it out a little bit more. But with 4 signatures, then yeah, I'll need to let's see. Yeah, it would have to be a 5-inch spine to give it. I just got to purchase something outside of TikTok. What are they talking about? I just got the visibility is restricted because it redirects users to purchase products outside of TikTok. This is in line for your eligibility standards on our community guidelines. I just got it. I wasn't even talking about that. Why did I get that violation or whatever? I wonder why that happened. I'm gonna appeal it. Hold on. I'm appealing it now. That's ridiculous. So anyhow. So yeah, so a 5-inch spine is a pretty big that's a pretty big book. So for it to be a 5-inch spine, the book has to be a certain size, right? It's gotta have to be at least 7 or 8 inches wide. And I'm gonna have to manually cut all those pages because a 12 by 12 ain't gonna work. Let me grab one of the bigger books over here. I know, right? Hey, what are you doing? See, this is 8.5 by 11.5. I mean, this size could work. Or go big or go home, right? No, that's still 11 and a half. 11 and 3/4, but it's 10 wide. It's going to be a huge book. Hey, Laura, how are you? Welcome. I guess I'll figure it out tomorrow after I talk to her. That's all I can do. Listen, whatever it is, it's going to be, and I'm going to make it. And I did tell her that it's going to take me a while. This is not something that I'm just going to, because, I've got the holidays and stuff coming up that I have to do things for. So she's fine with it. So we'll work on it, and then if I need to take a break, I'll take a break and do other stuff and then go back. Up way past your bedtime. I hear you. I hear that, sister. Okay. I feel like now I need to almost like I need to cut these, otherwise they're going to be, they're going to get ruined. So I'm just going to rough cut them and put them all together. What have you been up to, Lori? Okay. This is a little easier to store than that big sheet. Okay, let's do our thought of the night and wrap it up, and then I will see you guys on Friday. Okay, let's get the book out. Oh no. What was the wound from originally? Are you a diabetic? Because I know that makes it real hard. Your thought of the night is I stay on for 2 more hours. You're so funny. We'll pray for your healing today. 29th. All right, let's see what our thought of the day is. In the eye of the storm, we know the love that God has for us, and we trust that love. You can't take the wet out of water and still have water. You can't take the heat out of fire and still have fire. In the same way, you can't take the love out of God and still have him exist. For he was and is love. Probe deep within him. Explore every corner. Search every angle. Love is all you find. Go to the beginning of every decision he has made, and you'll find it. Go to the end of every story he has told, and you'll see it. Love. Okay. I could say okay. I agree. Wasn't that thought provoking? Not this time. Right? It wasn't that thought provoking. Provoking. Thank you, Larry. Larry's correcting my English. I'm tired, babe. I worked all day. It's provoking right now. I want it to be provoking. It's a cross between provocative and provoking. All right. Let's all say a little prayer for all our friends. I know, Jersey grammar. What can I say? Oh, this is what happens. Now I start to yawn. And I'm, you know what? I'm gonna try and go to bed early. I was gonna try and straighten up. I'm just gonna straighten up the plastic because you know the freaking cat with the plastics, and then I'll just get up and do what I gotta do because I'm off tomorrow. Tomorrow Bella has her procedure. Then I go to the oncologist. Then I go to the pancreas doctor, and then I get to go for thrifting. So there's that. Is it supposed to be crappy weather tomorrow, Larry? Wonderful. Crappy weather. Go live too. Well, tomorrow I might do the special subscribers only situation. So I'll let you guys know. Okay? Okay. Let's say a quick prayer. Oh, Lord Jesus, our Father, we thank you for bringing us together again once again. We thank you for all that's good in our lives that we always forget to thank because we always focus on what we don't have instead of what we do have. Those of us that have our health, that have our family, that have our friends, we have each other. We thank you for that. We ask that you take into your grace our friends, Laura, so that she heals quickly. Continue to help Sandra get through. She's already got through, and we thank you for that. But we ask you to continue to give her strength to get stronger every day. AJ needs your help. She's going through some really difficult times with her chemo, so please help her. Our friends who are suffering emotionally or mentally, we ask you that you help them as well. And those of our friends who are with us but don't really vocalize, help them, give them strength, give them courage so that they do join us and realize that, hey, it's okay, you're our friend, and we're all accepting here of each other. We may have different opinions and other things, but when it comes to art, we all come together and we love to make beautiful things. And Lord, we thank you for bringing us together to do that. So we're going to say our own little prayer real quick. We ask all this to Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen. Okay, there. So we ask for everything like we normally do. I'm going to go grab a bite to eat, and I'm going to sit down. My subscribers, I'll text you on Discord, let you know what's going on. Okay? Appreciate you guys, and I'll see you Friday night, probably like 8:30, 8:45. I'll go live with you first, and then we'll go live with Chris right after that at 10 o'clock my time, and then we'll do the overnight. So will we get dressed up? I don't know. Maybe I will be dressed up for work. We'll see. So it'll be a lot of fun. All right, I'll be in touch with you guys. So speak up, people. Exactly. All right, love you guys. Thank you so much. Kiss, kiss. Big hug from me to you. Have a great day tomorrow. Any of you that are going to get stuck with the storm, be safe. And I'll catch up with you guys on Friday. Okay, thank you so much. This was a lot of fun. It was a great. I really love the coloring on that. I really think she's going to like that. So, but lots of fun. I appreciate you guys. Mwah, 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 mwah. See you Friday night.